Hello everyone and welcome to Database and SQL Basics sessions. In this session, we'll be looking at Microsoft SQL Server Execution Plan Basics, where and how to find them. This is the first video of the sequence of videos that I'm going to generate that will teach developers to look at SQL execution plans and how to use that information to optimize their query. Let's go ahead and look at the topics. The SQL server provides you different methods of looking at the execution plans of the queries and all. The first one is the estimation of an execution plan, and then it would also give you how an actual execution plan looks like and also the live query statistics of a particular query. So these are the three factors that you need to take into consideration when you are actually building a query and looking for performance optimizing that particular query. So coming down to the first one, the display estimated execution plan is represented by an inverted L shape with a small bubble kind of a symbol here. I don't know what exactly it's called, but let's for the time's sake call it bubble. So when you click this, without executing the query, it would display what the tentative execution plan would be if at all if this query is executed. So let's go down and look at this. So in our query we have a use AdventureWorks database component where you have the use database being represented. The second part is the select query. So the select query is represented here in the execution plan. So this is the display estimated execution plan. The display estimated execution plan once again is represented by an inverted L shape with a bracket symbol. In order to display the estimated execution plan, you can also use the keyboard shortcut of Ctrl L. The next kind of execution plan is an actual execution plan. This execution plan is generated for the execution of the particular query. So display estimated execution plan, we haven't executed an actual query. It just represented what the SQL Server engine might take into consideration while executing the query. So for actual execution plan, you need to check the actual execution plan, then the box is highlighted. When the box is highlighted, it's an inverted L-shaped symbol. So the shortcut is Ctrl M, and now that you execute the plan, so what happens, the result sets are displayed first and then the execution plan comes into play. So it shows you what exactly is happening with the execution plan. So you can see the messages component. So there are 19,972 rows affected, right, of this select query. And if you look at here, this is the actual query that has executed during the particular process, and what it has done is that it has taken 0.025 seconds to return the complete result sets of the table. So this is the actual execution plan that you see, which is used by the SQL Server during the execution of a SQL query. Now another thing that you could also witness is the live query statistics. When I check this include live query statistics and execute the particular query, so you can see the live query statistics are generated on a particular basis of the select query, which has taken about 0.641 seconds to execute, right? That is 0.6 seconds, that is 641 milliseconds. So basically this gives you an information as to what exactly is the core impact of the particular query and how it has resulted in the performance of the SQL procedure. So if you look at here, you not only have 9,972 rows represented, but you also have another 2 rows affected and 1 row affected symbols here. So let's look what they are. So if you look here in the live query statistics, it has not only included the execution plan, but in the result sets as well, you can see what is the number of executes, what is the statement text that was executed, right? What are the physical operators and logical operators that have come into play, and also it give you complete statistical information as to what are the estimated rows, IO, CPU average, sub-tree cost, etc. So this is what the live query statistics provides you in the SQL Server Management Studio. So to see any of these three, the first thing that you'll need to do is to open your SQL Server Management Studio and look for these three symbols. The first symbol is the display estimator execution plan, which will simply show you the execution plan that the SQL Server might take. Then you have the include actual execution plan, which when checked it will create the execution plan and show you the data set. Let me uncheck the actual execution plan, which is controlled by the toggle button of Control M. Let me include live query statistics and execute this one. It will just build out the query statistics and all for the particular execution plan that you have implemented. Okay, so this is pretty much the basics about what are the different components of an SQL Server that could actually represent you the execution plan. We have looked at the estimated execution plan, actual execution plan, and live query statistics. Now in the future topics I'll be diverging into much more details about these execution plans and their components, so that you could use that information to fine-tune your select queries. For more videos such as this, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also hit the bell icon to receive more notifications about new videos that I upload.